Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Higher Source Tarot. For a tarot and oracle card reading for all Pisces. Happy New Year to all of you. May it be your best year yet. We are going to start right off with an oracle. You've got the card of choice. This reminds me of the Lovers. There are multiple cards in the tarot, but the Lover stands out to me. You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition. Eliminate everyone else's input and feel your way into your choice. That is right for you. The time is now. And so using our feelings as our guidance system, we have to be able to do that. Sometimes people get confused about what feelings really are. They're energy. They're an energy body. And when we don't feel right about something, but we push at it anyway, oftentimes we don't like the outcome. And we say, darn it, I knew that was a bad idea. Well, you have to follow our intuition. So let's see what the tarot can add to this. All right, general reading today. Well, the Ten of Swords shows up. Oh boy, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the King of Cups. There we go. The Sun looking better already. The Hierophant, yes. The Two of Wands, you definitely have choices. The 2 and 3 right together. Okay, the Two of Wands is the card of the visionary. But the Three of Wands says that there's progress moving forward. So it builds on each other. And wands are about expansion, okay? They bring enterprise, growth, renewal. They're directing your ideas, their motivation. Now, if you enter this new year and you need a little kick in the tuchus to get yourself ready, to get yourself going, here you go. This is a push. And sometimes you know what happens. You know this. If you're not moving forward and you have a deep, deep desire to do something, the universe will pull the rug right out from under you. But we've got to be able to, when that happens, when we get that proverbial kick to the jewels, we need to be willing to use that as a formative experience. Be willing to use that for your best and highest good. So you have it right here, but I'll tell you what I really love. I love the King of Cups here. We've got Taurus, Leo, water, fire, quite a bit of it, and air. That airy energy we need to deal with because it's just too much darn thinking. Okay, let's come out on top this year, shall we? And so I feel like they say the sun will shine on you again. The sun is one of the happiest cards in the deck, but it's also an unconditional release. Whatever's been holding you back, I feel like you're going to see things differently. And if you've been sort of just going through the motions, like you've been in a bit of a burnout or even a low level of depression, and again, I always say this, I'm a fully licensed clinician. Please don't use YouTube for clinical help, okay? For mental health help, get in touch with someone in your area if you feel like it's more so than just the grind, okay? But either way with this, I do feel like you're going to come into an energy where you feel excited again. You feel alive again. If it's a relationship, this one will love you like no other. You'll say, I didn't know love like this existed. I didn't know I could have this in my life. I feel like, too, with that King of Cups, it's a card of motivation. It's a card of fulfillment. It's a card of evolution for you, self-improvement. And so if you need to do something in terms of whether it's the physical body or even just your choices overall, this is your time to overhaul. This is your time to feel better now. And so with this Ten of Swords, somebody here, you have an ending. And I feel like with the Nine of Wands, Two of Swords, it may have been a long time coming. This Ten of Swords is trying to tell you you're done with something. It's time to let it go. It's not coming back. This is one of the cards that certain readers won't use this deck because they don't like it because it's so pronounced. It's so dramatic. Now, you may have had somebody, too, that you stabbed you in the back and you didn't see it coming. Or if they keep kind of poking at you and saying things about you, you've got to separate yourself from their energy. So if people around you are telling you this person's talking about you, you may have to set a boundary with the person who keeps communicating it and saying, I just don't really care what they have to say. I'd prefer to keep our relationship neutral and not have anything to do with them. Or you may decide, I don't want somebody in my life that keeps being the messenger pigeon for somebody I don't like. I mean, there's no point in that either, is there? I don't see one. So with this Ten of Swords, what's done is done. It's time to move on. Tens are a card of realizations, and I just feel like you realize something's not coming back. With the Two of Swords, it may have hijacked you for quite a while. This Two of Swords is such a struggle and impasse and uncertain energy, and it keeps you very caught in the middle. And so that air energy is just too much darn thinking. I would say first, let's start meditating. Let's let go of the thoughts. And if you're one that has a hard time meditating, a lot of people comment. I have friends that meditate through painting or other modalities because they just can't quiet themselves down enough. I'm the type of person I can do it. And so I try to make sure I maintain a rich spiritual life, especially if I'm going to be reading cards, because you can get all kinds of crazy wonky energy if you don't. But either way with this, I feel like if it's even acknowledging, okay, if you're trying to meditate and you have a thought, acknowledge that it was just a thought and see if you can let go of it and just begin with that. But either way with this, we don't want to stay here. The bottom sword is fear. The top sword is anger. And this is a heavy weight to carry. Now, if you are the keeper of a secret and it's dark and it's gnarly, I feel like somebody else's information. I also feel like there's a regret. Like I wish that they never would have told you that, or you're feeling that. Like I wish I wouldn't be in the middle like this. And if you still have some contact with the person, you may just have to put a boundary around your energy. Like I don't want to hear any more about this. It's too much for me and it's putting me in a terrible position. I just feel like with that Nine of Wands, it's really kind of been a grind, like I said, but you're out on the other side of it. So we have another, just one nine. I'm sorry, I was thinking there was another 9 here. But with this Nine of Wands, it is a completion. It is a realization. And you've got a new beginning that brings in so much more clarity. I feel like, too, if you were dealing with even a company that was gaslighting you, like you had a warranty on something and they kept screwing with you, even if it's been a year or two and you have emails, it may be worth, I'm at the age where I contact headquarters and corporate. It may be worth it if you have something here in terms of getting money or getting them to be good on your warranty, even if it's expired. If you can show you were communicating years ago and they didn't follow through, there you go. I feel like it may be time to pursue that. But either way, you're still coming out because you're getting a result from it. This is not going down a rabbit hole and chasing something that's just not working. So the King of Cups, you and your own energy, you're going to be feeling good, looking good. In terms of relationships, this is very mature. So all this sort of nonsense that you've been dealing with, I do feel like you're coming out of it. With the King of Cups, it's one where you can also let your guard down. It's like you can be with the right people. All right, I wouldn't let my guard down with somebody that puts you in a Two of Swords position. I wouldn't deal with them. But with the King of Cups, it may be new people. In a relationship, I told you before, you're going to be recognizing and knowing what real love feels like for the very first time. Okay, with this King of Cups, it just feels like, where has this been all your life? And so with this, I feel like you're going to be floating a bit, like you're going to be gliding a bit easier. If you had a job that ended, I feel like you're going to have much more respect. If you're a creative type, your creativity is going to be on point. People will love what you bring to the table. They'll say, what other great ideas do you have today? So it's using your imagination, but ultimately kings are masters, and this is a master of that really great life. So it is a time to boost up your spiritual development with the energy of the sun. It almost can't get better than this. I heard the word DOPE, when that's like meaning as something cool that people used to say 10 years ago. I always get concerned with the way the AI interprets things here on YouTube. So anyway, if somebody's still saying that word, they just said it. You have peace, joy, contentment, success. This is a time of real joy. It is a time of enlightenment. It is a time of seeing things so much more clearly. And the sun energy pushes you towards happiness and fulfillment unless you fight it. So whatever you want to create, you've done it right here. It's a card of synergy, of drawing you together with the right people. If it's about love, you'll find one that you'll say, who was that other one? I don't know how I got tangled up with them. And so nothing is wasted in the universe's economy. Don't see it as, what did I do to waste my time there? You didn't waste any time. It was part of the journey. And so I feel like the joy in the journey is here now. You've got the energy of the Hierophant, which brings in not only love and commitment, but actual devotion. All right, so you've got 2 devotees. Now, the other thing I'll point out, they wear those yokes of union, but they also wear the Garden of the Magician. So your mind is such a plentiful, fertile place right now. Use it to create. Use it to lean into what you want and know that it does something because there's energy. And so it starts to attract exactly what you want. So with the Hierophant, this is a very dependable energy. It's an energy of commitment that doesn't waver. It is a card of spirituality, so they continue to kind of beat that drum of being spiritual and seeing that. If you can monetize it too, more power to you, because people do it all the time, don't they? I mean, look at some of the more richest people in the world have just monetized their spirituality. Look at Joel Osteen. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying you should follow him, but he's made a lot of money off of it. So either way with this, if that's you, you have something showing up here. So the 2 of Wands, 2s are partnerships. You have one that's totally locked down. You have one that's ready to grow and expand. In a relationship, I do feel like you have somebody who wants to make future plans with you. They talk about it regularly. They see a future with you, and they can't see a future without you, to be honest. So if you're single, it's time to get yourself out and start mingling, Pisces, because you have one who wants to come in. And with that 3 of Wands, I feel like the feelings are mutual. They see you as exactly what they've been looking for. Talk about their ships coming in. That's how they see you, okay? So know that somebody's out there and they're wanting you. So let's see what the angels can tell you to conclude. Abundance. I haven't seen this in a while. So no, if you've been a bit dry docked, things are going to take a turn if you believe. It all is possible, but it all begins with you. Improving health. So mind, body, spirit as you move into the year. You're ready, they say, and there's something better. So don't limit yourself. Good things are on the way. I love you, Pisces, and I'll be back again soon.